Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is James and we are here for just a real quick down and dirty gun review. Before we get into it, I guess a little background. I've been wanting a compensated pistol for a while. Thought the idea of just not only does it look cool, but it helps it shoot flatter, and I thought, man, I would really like one. However, I was shied away from it because it said good luck finding a holster for that gun. So I thought, okay. So I shied away from it, but I found one. And in case if you guys are wondering, have the same problem, have had the same ideas, this right here, this gun is a gun for you. And before you ask yourself, is that a Glock? No, it's not a Glock. It is actually a Shadow Systems DR920P, and this thing is just phenomenal. It has a large port, or it's a large block single port compensator. But the difference between this, I know that there's some states that you can't have a threaded barrel. This barrel does not have a thread on the end. It actually, if you can see it right there, there's a pin right there. You take you have you have some kind of deal to push the pin out, whatever. I can't talk today. You push the pin out, you pull this thing off. This is a very tight fit. You pull this thing off, there's an O-ring up front, and boom, you got a compensator without a threaded barrel. So if you have issues in your state where you can't have a threaded barrel, I mean, you need to look at this gun. It also has it has a fluted competition barrel. It has side serrations, easy for press checking. I mean, also, let's be honest with you, when it's like this, it just looks really, really awesome. It is milled for a red dot. It comes with this right here, your extended mag well. However, it doesn't come on. You actually have to install it, which is real easy. I think the one thing that I really like about this gun, I do have a Glock 34, and I will say that the frustrating thing about it to me is the back straps back here on the Glock 34. I've had issues with them just coming off, because really the Glock 34, it snaps in here, snaps up top, you hold it here, you push a pin through and it holds it. The problem is the pin doesn't really, on the Glock, doesn't really come from edge to edge. It kind of is inset a little bit, and somehow this thing walks off and falls off of the Glock. However, on this guy, in order for this guy to fall off, I have to pull the pin, pull this thing off, unsnap this thing, pull another pin here, and then slide this thing off. And it has, I call it kind of a dovetail groove, and it slides off. Put another one on, put this one back on, then you put this pin, then you snap this thing back on, and you put this pin. I just don't see how in the world this back strap can come off the way it is right now. So yeah, when you say, we haven't really gotten into E-negatives yet. Now, what I'm being told is that when you work this trigger in, it is about a 4-pound trigger. And I feel like that's a little harder than 4. Here's the reset. Boom. I mean, I think it's a little harder than 4. They say once you work it in, it's 4. I've seen videos where they have actually tested it, and it came back as 4. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't have a deal to test it, but I like the trigger as is. It's better than a standard Glock trigger. I don't have any complaints on the gun itself. The only complaint I have is it comes with the Magpul magazine. I don't know if the Glock mags will work in it. The Glock mags do go in it. I just don't know if they function in it or not. I haven't tested it, and I don't want to tell you it does if it doesn't. The thing I don't like, the one thing I do like about the Glock mags is it has these, I don't know if you can see if it's focusing or not. It has these round counters in the back. You know, you're out there at the range, you're talking to friends, you lose count, you just look, see how you load it in there. Not a problem. This one does not have any kind of counter on there. It does have a deal right here where you can see at number 17, so you can just keep putting them in there until you hit number 17. Then you know you hit 17. I guess having Glocks and using Glocks for a long time, I'm used to that counter in the back. It is what it is, just some minute details. Other than that, this gun is fast, as you see in the video. If you didn't, here it is again. As far as recoil goes, it is just little to no recoil. And it is just an awesome gun. I know some of you are thinking, man, are these sights a little bit higher than normal? Yes, they're actually, when we get into the milled for a red dot, right? The red dot here, this thing comes off, and I think there's like a little piece of like rubber or something that goes underneath, and then you screw your red dot into the actual slide. And they advertise the longest, strongest screws in the industry. These sights right here are slightly raised. They're already ready to go for the red dot. You don't have to go buy different sights. You don't have to do anything else. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal gun. This gun is just fast. It shoots good. It is good. It looks cool. And if you're looking for a compensator without a threaded barrel, this is the only option that I know of in the market. It's phenomenal. Man, the grips are just really nice. I do like the grips. I don't feel like there's a need to add any sandpaper type stuff to it, but if you want to, that's your thing, go ahead. I know somebody that already has to the one they have. More power to them. It's just not me. I don't think it's necessary. But as far as guns go, this gun rocks. And man, you need to try it out. If you haven't already, Shadow Systems DR920P, it is just amazing. They have different models. If you like the 19 Glock better or the 17, they have different models. All I can tell you is go check them out. If you haven't already, try to go to maybe your local gun store or your local gun range. They might have some there for you to rent. I don't know. I'll say is that you really got to give this gun a shot. If you're not a Glock guy, which not everybody is, and that's fine. I'm a gun enthusiast. I like a variety of guns, and yes, I do think Glocks are. I really feel like this is where Glocks should be right now, but I think that their mentality is keep a gun that is affordable, a gun that is reliable, and if that's their case, then they're rocking it. It is what it is. But I really do like this gun. I do really recommend this gun. If you haven't already, give it a shot. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, check out the notifications in the box below, and love you guys. See you next time.